Subscribe to our YouTube channel and press the bell icon to get the latest updates.
Hi friends, welcome to my video column, and today we are going to talk about another interesting issue, that is what was said about Sanskrit language in the Constituent Assembly of India. We are talking about this issue because recently the Chief Justice of India, Sharad Bobde, he remarked on the 130th birth anniversary of Dr. B.R. Ambedkar, who is considered to be the father of the Constitution of India, that Dr. B.R. Ambedkar had proposed Sanskrit as the official language, official national language of India, but it didn't make headway. Apart from whether Sanskrit should be made the national language or Sanskrit should not be made the national language, so that's a separate issue. But the interesting thing is that what happened in the Constituent Assembly. So if you look at the debate in the Constituent Assembly, it happened between 12th of September and 14th of September 1949. During this debate, this debate was on national language issue, and initially Gopal Swami Iyengar, so he had initiated this debate, and he had suggested that Hindi should be made the national language, and then so forth and so on. The other people also expressed their views, and many of them wanted Sanskrit to be the national language. So let's try and have a look at what actually the several members of the Constituent Assembly said about Sanskrit. And to begin with, breaking a stereotype that Sanskrit is a language of only Hindus. So Naziruddin Ahmad, a prominent member of the Constituent Assembly, a Muslim member of the Constituent Assembly, so he said in his speech that if you have to adopt any language, why should you not have the world's greatest language, which is Sanskrit? It is today a matter of great regret that we do not know how, with what veneration Sanskrit is held outside world. Then Naziruddin Ahmad ji, he goes on to say that I shall only quote a few brief remarks made about Sanskrit to show how this language is held in the civilized world. And then he quotes W.C. Taylor, and quoting him, he says that Sanskrit is a language of unrivaled richness and purity. And Naziruddin Ahmad Sahab, he did not stop merely at that. He went on to quote several other Indologists. He quoted W. Hunter, Professor Whitney, Professor Bock, Professor Weber, Professor Wilson, and he was all praised for Sanskrit as a language. And then Mr. R.V. Dhulekar, another member of the Constituent Assembly, so he says that he said that some of you want that Sanskrit be the national language, and we may say that Sanskrit is the international language. It is language of the world. There are 4,000 roots in Sanskrit language. Sanskrit is the root of all roots. Then Mr. Dhulekar said that Sanskrit is the language of the whole world, and you will see that someday Sanskrit will become the language of the world also. Then Pandit Lakshmikant Math, he talked in detail about Sanskrit as a language, and he said that it is an international, or rather a world language, in the sense that its importance, its wealth, its position, its grandeur have made it transcend the frontiers of India and travel far beyond India. And it is because of the Sanskrit language and all the rich heritage of Indian culture that is enshrined in it, that outside India we are held in deep esteem by all countries. And then he said, is there any soul in this house who can challenge this proposition? Is India admired and respected all the world over for her geographical size or for the multitude of her population? Our land has been characterized by uncharitable foreigners as a country hopelessly heterogeneous and bewilderingly polyglot. Yet, notwithstanding all that, they have earnestly sought for the message of the East, which lies enshrined in the Sanskrit language. And last but not the least, Dr. Shyama Prasad Mukherjee, who later on became the cabinet member in Pandit Nehru's cabinet in independent India. And then he left Pandit Nehru's cabinet, and he founded Bharatiya Janasangh, the erstwhile avatar of Bharatiya Janata Party. Dr. Shyama Prasad Mukherjee said in Constituent Assembly about Sanskrit that people laugh at Sanskrit today perhaps because they think it is not practicable to use it for so many purposes which a modern state has to fill. I do not want to take your time by dwelling on the claim of Sanskrit. I am not fully competent to do so, but most certainly that is a language which still is the storehouse. Shall I say the unlimited and illimitable storehouse, from which all knowledge and wisdom are drawn, not so much perhaps by the present generation of the Indian people, but by others who have preceded us, and by all true lovers of learning and scholarship throughout the civilized world. Then Dr. Shyama Prasad Mukherjee further said, that is our language, the mother language of India, that is Sanskrit. We do wish not for paying lip sympathy or homage to its genius, but in our own national interest so that we may rediscover ourselves and know the wealth and treasure that we accumulated in the past and are capable of achieving in the future. We do wish that Sanskrit will reoccupy an honored place in the national education system of India. Interestingly, most of the people who spoke in favor of Sanskrit or who praised Sanskrit, they were not from the Hindi heartland or they were not from North India. They were largely from other parts of the country. So that is how Sanskrit was discussed in Constituent Assembly, and that's it in this video. And please do share your feedback, and we'll meet soon with our next video. Thank you.